Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope that you're doing well. As you can see in front of me here, I got a haul of Lattafa fragrances, a whole bunch of new ones. I got these from Fragrance Buy. They actually had a boatload of new Lattafa fragrances pop up on their website, and as you can see, I scooped some of them up. So in today's video, we're gonna be cracking into these 7 right here and seeing how they smell and seeing if any of these are worth picking up. See if we got any potential hype beasts in here or not. This one's making me nervous. Lattafa and all the other clone fragrance houses, and they are pumping stuff out. They just keep coming out with new things constantly, and frankly, I'm running out of room.
No, not the shelves.
Yeah, pretty soon you're gonna see just like a mountain of fragrance bottles and boxes just piling up behind me until eventually I am overwhelmed and consumed. But for now, we still have room, so let's check these out. I have each of these linked in the description below, so feel free to check them out down there. And like I said, there's other ones too, but you know, like how many can I pick up at once? I don't know. Just go ahead and place an order for like 25, do a haul of 25 fragrances. Ah! Let's, yeah. There we go. I guess we'll just, crack right into these because it's gonna take a minute. So we'll start right here, work on down to right here. I know I haven't told you the names or anything yet, so I guess I should do that first. So over here we have Emeer, E-M-E-E-R. Then we have Haya, which I guess that's how you pronounce it. Very karate-esque. Haya! We got this one, which has the best or maybe the worst name out of all of these. This one's called Raw Human.
I want you to get rid of the humans.
Yeah, the name of the fragrance is Raw Friggin' Human. Raw Human. If you're a cannibal, like this is a pretty sick fragrance, I would imagine. I would guess that the idea is it's like, raw emotion, like you're showing your raw side of your humanity. But that doesn't really come across when it's just named Raw Human, okay? It's an awful name. It's so bad. We have Embrace. That's a lot nicer than Raw Human. We have Masa right here, Masa. Over here we have Art of Arabia 1. There's also Art of Arabia 2 and 3. And then we have this, last but not least, La African Drummer. Sometimes with these Middle Eastern clone houses, we do get some names that are questionable. But we're starting over here with Emeer, which it sounds better than Raw Human, so give it that. Oh, my favorite thing, unboxing them and making a huge mess of cellophane. It's kind of cool. It's like lazy-centric here. Oh, it's just too difficult to hold up my arms. All right, what do we got here? Lattafa Emeer, 100 ml eau de parfum. Got the sticker on the side there. It says Emeer on the side as well. Got all your info on the bottom. Okay, opens up like so. Ah, it lights up. Yeah, you see that? Oh man, we're sparing no expense, baby. This reminds me of like those Terenzi fragrances. Oh, there's like a little, little button on the front there. You see it? Press the button, the light turns off. Woo. That's cool. Also, I think I opened it too hard because it came separated right there. It's not supposed to. I can see the glue in there. It's coming apart. It's like a step up because you got a little light, and then it also comes apart when you open it. So does it get points for like the fanciness, but then it loses those points because the box is falling apart when you open it? I don't know. Oh, the top opens up like so. Oh, there are the lights. That's kind of cool. I'm easily amused. All right, here's the bottle. So it's like a little bit in the shape of like a Boss bottled bottle as far as like the bottle itself. Then it has this plastic covering, plastic cap. Let's give it a spray. There we go. Atomizer's pretty good. Clicks into place. Let's give it a little whiff here. Pretty nice. Okay, yeah, this is reminiscent of a few things. It's gonna be a little tough because I don't know how any of these smell or are supposed to smell. I don't even know if these are supposed to be clones or if some of them are supposed to be like original fragrances. You know how that goes with some clone houses sometimes, but I'll do my best, okay? I'll try. So you get the citrus and the juniper off the top here. A little more juniper forward, a little aromatic. Touch of tea, green cardamom, a little sweet but not overly warm, and a cashmere and lurking in the background, giving you that fuzzy woodiness. When I first sprayed it on, it made me think of something vaguely like Food for Greatness, but fresher. But it's definitely not that in like a straight up one-to-one way. It's got a nice sweetness to the spice. I think the issue with this one is it's one of those deals where it smells very familiar to, you know, a few different fragrances. And it's one of those things where you smell it and you're like, oh, I know for a fact that I've smelled this, but then it's hard to immediately place. Because it's actually got more of a, like I said, a sweetness and a freshness to it. It's not as woody, obviously not as dark as Oud for Greatness, but it's kind of in that vein. I think if I sat down with this, spent a little more time and, you know, compared side by side with a few other things, I'd be able to nail it down, but it's in that vein. Really nice though. All right, hiya next. This one is quite pink, so I am assuming it will be quite feminine. Oh, look at this, another fancy box. Ooh, opens up like that and it's got a little styrofoam piece. Get out of here. The bottle has, I hate that so much. It's got that velvety kind of covering to it, you know, like the old Suspiro bottle sad. It's just a personal thing. I don't like the feel of that in my hand. I know some people do think it's very cool and they do like it, but I don't know, just something about it feels weird. It was like it leaves that texture in my hand. The bottle's pretty nice though. Oh, okay. That's pretty strong. Ooh, very, very feminine. Yeah, really sweet. Ooh, yeah. Real sweet. Strawberry, you know, a good amount of that. Citrus, a little sparkly, a little fuzzy. That strawberry is like, you know, really strong, comes across with that, you know, synthetic kind of fruit salad kind of sweetness going on. Florals popping out now, white florals. 100% feminine. Like nobody would ever confuse this for being a unisex scent. You know, if you're significant other or, you know, a lady out there who wants a gift, is really into fruity sweet fragrances with white floral tendencies, I would check that one out. It is strong off the tester strip. I think for most guys though, that's probably not gonna be something that they wanna wear. Raw human, oh, weird. Raw human. Up next, person on the front of the bottle, or the box here, very contemplative. What is this? Is it a box within a box? It is. Raw human. Look at Lattafa with their fancy packagings. Let's see, I don't want that to fall. It's upside down. Raw Human by Lattafa. Can you hear that? That's thunder. Somebody don't want me talking about raw humans. Oh, it opens like so. This looks like a little ammo box in a first-person shooter or something. There we go. So what is this? There's a little booklet in there. So, raw human. Ah, this is weird. So it feels like a matte, kind of rubbery finish. And then like the photo on the front and where it says 100 ml Eau de Parfum, it's blurry. Like it was done with a low resolution image or something. Well, let's check it out though. I gotta see how raw human smells. Oh, the atomizer is trash. There we go, that's better. I don't mind that. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, it's different. So you get the apricot and the plum off the top. Gives you a different kind of fruity opening there. You get that sweetness from the stone fruit, a little bit candied, a little bit. And then the plum gives it this like bold character, but it's not very loud, the plum. The apricot is above it. And then you have this leather underneath, pretty smooth. Again, not a really loud leather here off the tester strip initially. It's like a similarity to the leather and ombre leather, but without the darker aspects. It's like a fruitier, sweeter twist on ombre leather with the violet kind of pushed out. And then almost like a little resinous bit and bob there underneath. I like that, that's good. What do we got next? Embrace, embrace. Come on, embrace. Let's do this. You're the halfway point. How can you be so bad at something that you've done so many times and open a box? Similar kind of presentation, but this one is a bit fatter, as you can see there. Embrace Lattafa Pride, and there she blows. Huh. All right, embrace. The atomizer worked better right from the get-go. Didn't need to prime it a whole bunch. Embrace it. Huh, a bit rubbery. Ooh. Smells familiar though. Yeah, very familiar. So my first thought was like sort of a rubbery smelling take on like Winsumi by Lalique or something like that. And now I want to go spray that fragrance just to see how wrong I am. Be right back. A little bit close. Yeah, a little close. This does smell better than Winsumi. Comparing them side by side, this has a little more depth actually. So the fruitiness in here, as it dries, it gets like a little jammy, you know? It's got a nice fruity feel to it. Lin To Me is fresher, greener. They have similarities for sure. Lin To Me has been compared to Straight to Heaven from By Killian. This doesn't really remind me a huge amount to Straight to Heaven, but it could be kind of in that wheelhouse. It smells better as it dries. In the opening, this is not that amazing, but once it starts to dry, it gets way better. Masa. I will not drop this box. Pretty hefty, this one. Just trying to bust on through these. I almost dropped it. Just try to bust on through these because, God, man, come on. Just putting these little booklets in here, trying to, dude, I'm a mess. All right, so here is Masa. Got a rubbery feel to the box. Okay, that whole thing just lifts off. There it is. A little potion or something. Yeah, pretty hefty. I low-key kind of hate this box. The whole, like, that thing, I don't know. I know it's not really a big deal. All right, let's see how good this one is. So far, pretty good stuff, pretty solid. Don't know yet whether there's one that just really insanely blows me away, but I would say that like, this one's really good, that one's really good. Man, this one's pretty good too. Oh, that smells like Ganymede. Yeah, that's Ganymede, that's easy peasy. It's good too. Yep, that is Ganymede through and through, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Some of these other ones are like, you know, a bit of this, bit of that kind of deal, but this one is just like, yeah, pretty much straight up. That's good too, quality's nice. I think that's gonna leapfrog Celestial, the Paris Corner clone of Ganymede. That one's pretty good too, a really solid alternative, but this one I think just immediately, as soon as you spray it on, you can tell what that is. It smells darn similar too, like stupid close. Now maybe if I went and grabbed Ganymede and side by sided it, you know, I could pick out some differences, but that's just pretty much spot on. Yeah, that's a fantastic clone of Ganymede. All right, so Masa is Ganymede, and Art of Arabia 1, let's open this one up. This is heavy too. I do like it sometimes when a clone is done in such a way that it's just pretty much, you know, a straight up one-to-one, where you can really easily tell like, oh, that's what it is. I like that sometimes. It is more interesting at times to have ones like these that are definitely changes have been done. You know, they're like a new version of a fragrance. Those can be more interesting, but sometimes they're also harder to pinpoint what exactly is going on. So this is Art of Arabia. It's got like a metallic look to it. Oh, just opens up like a little book there. Oh, man. Got like so many different presentation styles going on here. Even the ones that have similar bottles, the bottles are slightly different, and then the boxes are all slightly different as well. What's going on here? All right, Art of Arabia 1. Oof, that is a boatload of mint. That is a lot of mint. Yeah, a lot of mint and tea. Didn't expect that. It's just like, oh, that's a big punch. Like when you smell it, this one has that type of mint that is mentholated, you know, so it hits you with that, not necessarily Vicks Vapor Rub, but you know how when you get that big blast of mentholation, it almost opens your lungs up. You get a little bit of that. Pretty nice though. After it settles and you kind of know what is going on there. But that is really at the forefront here, very strong. Now this one's going a little bit soapy. So as it starts to dry down, that mint starts to slowly fade. It's still very green, and like I said, gets this soapiness that comes out. I can tell you this fragrance is starting to like overwhelm me to the point that it's like, I can feel my nose shutting down. You know how it'll start to tingle almost when you know, catch whiffs of something over and over again that has that propensity to make you go anosmic. I'm kind of getting that from this one. You could put this kind of in the style of like a Torino 21 type of scent profile with that fresh mintiness, that green vibe off the top. I think this one changes up as it dries down, again with that kind of soapiness that pops out. The tea coming out, quite green. Reminds me of a number of different things. I'll leave that one for now so we can get to the last, which is La African Drummer. Another box within a box. Oh, another one of these with the booklet inside that goes flying. Got just booklets all around my feet right now. So here is La African Drummer coming out of one of these flip top boxes, these Lattafa Pride boxes. All right, let's see. Anytime you see African anything on a clone fragrance or fragrance from a clone brand, you automatically think African leather from Memo. This is not that. Nope, this is, oh, that was like a weird after smell. Oh, is that a fluke? Maybe. Yeah, it's pretty floral. Yeah. So coconut giving you a little bit of a, you know, sunscreen feel to it. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And then you've got a ylang-ylang coming out pretty prominently. That jasmine orange blossom all together. And so what it's doing is giving this kind of floral punch that is pretty smooth, but it has that like almost animalic bite on the back end. So when you first smell it, you get that coconut, again, kind of sweet, sunscreeny, a little bit florals mixing with it. Then on the back end, like the after smell, almost like aftertaste, like the after smell, you get this linger, a very faint animalic touch from those florals. Definitely feminine leaning, kind of a vanilla sweetness that comes in after the fact and then starts to creep along. Yeah, I wouldn't wear that. That would be for a lady that enjoys floral forward fragrances with a playful kind of tropical twist, vanilla sweetness, and a little bit of funk, just a tiny touch of funk to the florals. Couldn't tell you what that is a clone of though, or if it is one, I couldn't tell you. Unfortunately, I'm not extremely well versed in a multitude of ladies' scents. So let's run back through these real quick. Emir. Yes, that's very good. Again, it's that type of scent. I've smelled this a million times. Again, I'm leaning back over to like, you know, Oud for Greatness and things along those lines. That's what it reminds me of, without being quite as dark, but it's still, that's what it reminds me of. Really well done though. The quality there is very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
Really, really good actually. This one, Haya. It smells better as it dries, I'll tell you that. Still super feminine, but it has shed a little bit of that like candy sweetness. Smells better. Still wouldn't wear it. Raw human. What? Okay. This boy has switched up. I'm gonna go nose blind. I can feel it. So that leather aspect I was talking about before, it's still there, but it's not like necessarily the star of the show. Now you've got this osmanthus that has come out, which is not really there in the opening that you could pick up, but now it's there, and it has given this a unique smell. It does not remind me of ombre leather at this point. It smells like its own thing. So this one is more of like its own deal with like little things that you could find of like, oh, kind of this, kind of that, kind of this, but also really kind of its own thing. It's interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I liked the opening in the mid a good deal, and I like this pretty well, but Embrace. That smells like Linsu Me. Like side by side here, they are close. Quite close, which also means that it should smell a little similar to Straight to Heaven, right? I guess. That is Ganymede. This is Soapy Green, Minty Fresh. I like that one. Yeah, Torino 21 with more soap. I mean, am I wrong? Yeah, it could also be vaguely similar to something like You or Someone Like You with that mintiness, but yeah, it's kind of in that style. That's really good too. Yeah, that's nice. This would be good for a lady, but again, a little bite. All right, so there we go. I think Masa probably would appeal to more people just because it's a straight up Ganymede, high quality banger. This one, Emir, really good quality on that one. Really, really, really good. I think these two probably stand out the most. And then this one and this one. But this one I would need to wear off skin, raw human, because off a tester strip, there were parts I really liked and parts I was unsure of. So that one I would need to wear a couple times probably before I can really start to formulate an opinion on it. And Embrace, it smells good. It does smell darn good. The quality's nice, but it smells quite similar in a similar vein to Linsu Me, and that's a cheapie. So that one, you know, it's kind of up in the air. It's like it smells good, yes, but then it's similar to something that you could probably pick up for like 25, 30 bucks. And some people are gonna, you know, maybe not go for that, but it smells really nice. And then these two are, not for me. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Thanks for checking out this big old Lattafa clone haul for me, or I guess they're clones. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.